Alrighty guys, welcome back. Now we're going to show you the preparation we're going to need, what we're going to need to install our new fuel door gate or fuel door lid cover. You're going to need a socket. I found just a 14mm or an equivalent imperial, it doesn't really matter. Don't skip this step. You'll need some rubbing alcohol, pure alcohol of any kind that can clean, and some just little swabs. I'll show you why in a minute. This is crucial. When you open up your case, you will note that your bird, which will either be gold or silver, will have a backing on it, and it has to be attached to here. Please do not skip this step. The reason being is when they come out of the factory, often there is residual oils and contaminants that do get onto here. So if you think, oh well, I'll just peel it off, stick it on, and that will solve the problem. If none of the oils have come off of there, what you'll find is the bird will eventually just fall off. So take a little bit of pure alcohol or anything like that, rubbing alcohol, something that's nice and not going to damage the plastic, and just give a good wipe inside of the bird just to get off that any kind of residual factory oils. The plastics do bleed out oils, so you want to make sure that you get all that off there. That'll dry off nice and quick, which, as you can see, it's already dried off. Now in my case, I have a silver bird. These doors do come from Ponte World. They also come with or without the bird. It's up to your choice. My vehicle never originally had a bird, but hey, you can never have enough screaming chickens on a firebird. So all we're going to do now is just take that, pretty simple procedure, line it up, drop it into the slot, and before you press down, just make sure you've evenly spaced it. You'll notice there's the wings have a little gap in that. Just give it a gentle push into line, like such. Press it down, and as we say in Australia, Bob's your uncle. There we go. Back in one moment, we'll show you how to install that into the back of your second gen Firebird. Okay, so here we are at the back of my Firebird. Just one note, my vehicle is not pristine. It is 100% original, bar this missing back door. It is patina. So anyway, I'm actually going to use this for a wedding this weekend. And the couple wanted to use it, even the way it looks. They said, can we use it? I said, yeah, sure. So here we go. Got our spanner. So open it up on the back. Now, if you've got an old one of these, you will notice that when the cover falls off, you'll be left with the backing plate. You've still got to remove that. Skip this step if you don't, but all we're going to do, you're just going to put this on, give the old ones a bit of a turn, and you'll find they'll screw off of the plastic. And you're just going to repeat that for each one of these to actually take off the old fascia plate, like this. Now, if you have a problem with your hinge, you can get the hinges also from the Ponte World. Check out their website. I will add the link also in the description here, so if anyone's looking for that, they'll be able to find all that on there. And there we go. A little trick is if it gets stuck in your socket, just screw them back on for a second and you'll be set. Now you can do this by hand. They're not on that hard. Remember, they're just a nut that locks onto a plastic stem. So what I'm doing here is just removing each one of these. You'll find there's a few on there, 4 to be exact. Those off like such, and we can take off the old plate. There is the old plate right there. Right, now what we're going to do is take our brand new plate that we've purchased, and we've put our bird onto it, so that's all pre-done. Just getting it out of it. There it is. That is going to go onto the door and locate into the appropriate holes, like such. And once again, take your new ones, which are supplied with Ponte World, your little screw-ons, put them back on to the little stem sticking out the back. a bit of a press and you'll find they will twist on. I might actually have to use my spanner for that one. So I don't do that, I'll just take that off of there. And there we go. Put the little lug thing inside your socket, like such. Take your back fuel door, position it, and you'll find the holes all locate. Put the middle one on first, it's always a good rule. And then simply just give it a screw. Don't over tighten these, they are plastic. So you just want to pinch it in place. And then you can go through and work all the other ones too. There's one on there. And we'll take the other ones as well. Inside the socket, pop it on. Like such. Screw those in place. It's good to put them all on first before you tighten them down. And once again, as I said, it is a plastic little thing that it connects to, so don't over tighten them, you don't want to fracture it. Make sure you support both the metal door and your outer cover door so that you don't crack anything. Just go slow. One more to put in position, and then we'll do the tightening down process. And there we go, we've just set them on position, so I'm going to tighten those up gently. Remember, we're not going too tight, and when we're done, I'll show you the finished product. This, I had a terrible time with these new little retaining nuts, putting them on. Here's the thing, these are the new ones, and these are the old ones. When I took the new ones and tried to turn them on, they would get to a point like that, where they will just spin forever and a day. Now, although they look exactly the same, if I take one of the old ones, put it on, and turn it, it'll actually flush right down. So I'm not sure what the difference between the original factory ones and these aftermarkets. They look so much alike, but every single one of these new chrome ones, if I put them on to any of these posts and then tried to turn them down, they would turn down to a point and then they will literally just spin on the spot. See that? It'll just spin. And now if I take that off that post, take another old one, put it on, it'll wrench all the way down. So one little thing I wasn't happy with was these new ones. Yes, they're shiny, they're clean, they look better. I'm going to have to use the old ones simply based upon the fact that no matter what you do, the new ones don't seem to bite down. My guess, there's something different in obviously the material. The old ones feel heavy and steel. These are an alloy and thinner. And perhaps just something in the way they thread and bolt down. These ones just don't cut the mustard. I've got to go back to the old ones, which is a shame because look, I'm going to go and use old tarnished ones, but it is what it is. I'll put those on now and we'll come back to it, and that's how you figure these things out as you go. And it opens fine. Just a word of advice, when you're putting it on, always put the center one on first. Put this center one on because the holes are actually elongated. So what you want to do is put the center one in and position it thumb tight and make sure you get your linings up. So you kind of want to line it up. My hinge is a little bit sagged, but they can be replaced as well. And then go ahead, place on your other ones and do them up by hand and then give them just a little touch. Now remember, these metal caps on a plastic. You don't want to pull them too tight. You'll thread the plastic or break the cover. But that's it. As you can see, my car now has its rear fuel door cover on with the bird. And I've got some more stuff coming. The only things I can sort of note about this, obviously those little plastic caps, the metal caps that it came with were alloy, not metal. The original metal caps seemed to screw on. The alloy ones didn't. Other things you will note, obviously, there's a bit darker between here and here, this being allowing light to transfer through. I got a way of fixing that actually. I'm going to change my taillights to LED. I will do a video on that. But what I will do is open this cover and I will give this a tint spray inside. So what it will do, actually, it'll match the same color all the way across, so that won't be an issue. But overall, there it is. Thanks to Dave down there at Ponyworld. He ships worldwide, and they also manufacture parts for Firebirds, Camaros, and many other muscle cars throughout that area, all the GMs. So there we are, how to put your fuel door on. It's not a big job, but you want to do it right, and you don't want to go ahead and crack this casing or anything else like that. Here we are, one less thing to worry about. Cheers, guys. Thumbs up, let me know, please subscribe.